Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel. If you like what you see, consider liking and subscribing. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. So today, we are going to take a look at some posts that I've gathered from Am I the Asshole so we can judge them personally for ourselves. Without further ado, let's get going. Am I the asshole for demanding my father respect my stepson's pronouns? Starting off strong. So recently, I married an absolutely wonderful woman and in the process gained an even more wonderful son. Still don't know what you are. Cole, name change for privacy, identifies as non-binary and uses they/he pronouns. Okay. I, of course, have no issue with this and support him fully, as does his mother and most of the family. Good for him. The past few months have been spent introducing Cole to my side of the family, with all being very welcoming to him. All except my dad. Of course, it's the dad. My dad is, let's just say, a bit conservative. I wouldn't call him a bad guy. He's just very stubborn and very in his own ways. Don't worry, my dude. We can all judge him for you. But when I told him I had gotten married to a woman with a kid, he was delighted to get the chance to meet Cole. Going in, I made sure Cole was aware Sad may not be the most supportive of people, a little hiccup there, and that seeing him is entirely up to him. Cole says he wants to meet my dad either way, but I remind him he can opt out at any time. Alright. We make the drive over, and all seems to go well at first. The two hit it off, everyone's having a good time, all seems to be well. Then my dad points to a pin Cole had been wearing that had they on it. Alright. He asks what it meant, and Cole responds saying those are his pronouns. My dad responds back he didn't believe in all that pronoun nonsense and that Cole was not a boy. That is far beyond pronoun nonsense. Cole and I are both taken aback by this, and I state firmly and calmly that Cole prefers to be called by he or they. Cole isn't two-faced, thankfully, so we just continue on like nothing happened. Like I said, Pops is pretty conservative, and Cole knew as much going into this, so both of us expected him to be a bit resistant. I mean, it's not wrong. Cole isn't a boy. He's non-binary. Is that wrong? I might be wrong. He's not being outright malicious. He does see Cole as a grandson. He's just too stubborn to refer to Cole by he, they. As the day goes on, he continually calls Cole a girl and by she/her pronouns, which was starting to make him very uncomfortable. Alright, dick behavior is starting right now. After a bit, I decide to cut this short. I tell Cole to wait in the car while I have a private conversation with my dad. I immediately tell my dad what he did was not cool. Not cool, man. Fuck, man. Cole is a person. He asks why, and I try to keep my composure while explaining that Cole is a boy full stop. I thought he was non-binary. What the hell? No, seriously, I thought he was non-binary. What the fuck? Cole deserves to be referred to as such. Dad isn't budging, though, and saying while he seems like a nice kid, he's not partaking in Cole's delusions. It's pretty clear being polite wasn't going to cut it, so I had to be blunt with him. Blunt object, maybe. I told him to either use he, they when referring to Cole, or he can forget about seeing either of us. My dad doesn't like this one bit, but I stand my ground. Good for you. Still don't know why. I thought he was non-binary. Is he gender fluid? Does he has fluid in his gender? What the fuck is going on? I promptly leave and tell him he's welcome to give me a call if he's ready to treat Cole with the respect he is due. During the ride home, I am absolutely apologetic to Cole for all this. My dad is family like anyone else, but he has no right talking to Cole like that. Part of me worries I was too harsh. Not really. You just really need to clarify what the hell is with the non-binary / guy jargon. Like, which one is he? Is he gender fluid? Is he not? What is he? Whatever, is not the asshole, whatever. Am I the asshole for getting into an argument with my mom for her rushing me? If this is what I think it is, it might end up being very relatable. So I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. because I have to have enough time to get ready for school. We usually leave the house at 6:50 unless one of us is late. So this school year, I have only been late twice. Once today and once a couple of weeks ago. Alright, I got my hair done on Saturday and I did my makeup yesterday and I loved the way my makeup looked with my new hair. I had decided I wanted to do my makeup today. Usually waking up at 5:30 is a regular amount of time for me to do my makeup and hair, and so usually I am never late. But today I was struggling to do one eye with my eyeliner. I kept taking it off because I hated the way it looked and I didn't want to show up to school looking like a clown. For sure it takes more than eyeliner to look like a clown. My mom, of all people, should understand the whole makeup thing because she spends an hour doing her makeup too. Ooh, double standards. I wasn't done with my makeup by 6:50 and she walked into my room and started yelling at me saying that I was making her late. Just for clarification, her shift to work doesn't even start until 8 a.m. She can now also go in however late she wants and work for 10-12 hours. Jesus. Usually she drops me off at school at 7 and is at work by 7:15. Alright, math. Love that for me. That gives her plenty of time to eat breakfast. So today she was complaining about how she wasn't going to be able to eat when I know for a fact that it was a lie. She would at least have 30 minutes to eat breakfast. The only reason it takes her so long to eat is because she's always on her phone when she eats. She'll spend a full hour eating a small meal because she will literally just stop eating it and scroll on Instagram. So she walked into my room and started yelling at me. I've talked to her about how she needs to control the way she talks to me because she won't get anywhere with me by yelling at me. Of course, she doesn't listen to me when I tell her that. Oh, how pathetically relatable. Dear Lord. So we start arguing, and she tells me I have 5 minutes to finish my makeup, get dressed, and fix my hair. Your mom's a woman, right? She should know that doesn't work like that, right? Whatever. I have layers, so I have to blow dry it to style it. Fucking grammar people. I ended up taking 10 more minutes and had to leave without fixing my makeup or fully doing my hair. She's now telling me that I have to wake up at 5 a.m. when I do a full face of makeup. I refuse because I already have a hard time getting up now. Okay. I didn't get any water, fucking grammar people, breakfast, lunch, or take my ADHD meds, and she screamed at me the entire time we were driving to school. I called her out for being a hypocrite because almost every day she is late, and the one day I'm late, she makes it a huge deal. Yep, dysfunctional. She ended up dropping me off at like 7:10 a.m. and made it to work by 7:25, giving her a full 30 minutes to eat. She also has lunch and dinner with her. I don't have anything. Oh dear. If she isn't able to finish her food by 8 a.m. when she got to work at 7:25, then that is her own problem, not mine. I just don't appreciate her getting mad at me for something I've only done twice this year. Oh boy, a lot to unpack here. Give me just a moment to see if I can understand everything. So, you wake up at 5:30, do your makeup, you usually leave at 6:50, so that gives you around an hour to do your makeup. I'm not a woman, so I don't know if that's enough. But your mom should know, definitely. She has to be at school at 7, while her mom's at 7:15. Her shift starts at 8 a.m. Wow, time management issues. Clearly, your mom does not have it. That's what I'm getting from this story. Your mom, she can manage her time perfectly well. I don't know why the hell she's railing on you for. Oh my goodness. Dysfunctional family all the way through. Even so, still relatable. Not the asshole. That's my verdict. Would I be the asshole for not allowing my family to use my new car? I'm getting some very familiar vibes with this, and it's not good for you. So this week, I'm getting a new car. Congrats. I like my current car, but due to the criticism of it being too old for purpose and can't put a baby in it according to my family, what the fuck is wrong with your family? I'm swapping it. Jesus, that is just pressure from your family. Good Lord, Jesus. For the last few weeks, I've been dealing with my family, in particular my older sister, saying it won't pass an MOT, annual test in the UK, to make sure a car is roadworthy. Thank you for explaining that. I am not in the UK. And will need to be scraped, and I'll be bankrupt. Harsh. I'm due to give birth in August too, congrats, and my sister has convinced my family my car is too dangerous and will never put her kids in there. She does anyway, and my baby should not be allowed to. These sound like a bunch of cunts. What the fuck is up with your family? Like, I do not like them. Like, holy hell, keep them away from me. My car passed its MOT, congrats, with an advisory for corrosion on a rear brake line. And I'm fixing it for a newer car. Good lord, these people don't know how to write. My new car is a much larger and newer 5-door Citroën, unmodified, clean, no rust. Work on your grammar, people. The only issue is it has an MOT until September. Weird wording. It passed its last MOT, no issues, and I have receipts to show all the necessary work to make it reliable and ensure that it's safe and been well looked after. My sister, of course, after doing some research, found out about the MOT and started saying the car was clearly dodgy and that I'm making a mistake buying it, and I don't listen to her when I say my cars are dangerous. Well, clearly she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's not dodgy, it's a Citroën. I'm gonna stop now. When she's proven wrong, she starts blaming my driving. You haven't even drove it yet. She's now convinced my mom and my siblings my new car is dangerous, that it's too big for my driving style. How does that work? Trying to picture it, I am having a hard time. Whatever. I've pointed out her husband's dodgy cars and driving the last few years. She doesn't drive, yet she always has an excuse. Oh boy, I do love those people, yes. So when my new car arrived, fucking hell, I've decided anyone in my family who agrees with my sister without either driving or riding in my car first, and if my car is okay and not got any fucking hell, people. Grammar. And not got anything wrong is not allowed to ask me for a lift. I understand that despite the faulty grammar. My sister, I am already going to ban her and her kids. Period. Whenever they're at my house, I become their personal free taxi driver. The closest I get to a thank you or fuel money was complaints my car was too low, too loud, or dangerous. Love those people. My mom will be banned if she believes my sister, and so will my little brother. Both of them rely on me for transport when my mom is too tired after her night work to drive. My older brother keeps his criticisms to himself most of the time. I highly doubt that. Luckily, but he will also not be able to borrow it if he says anything too bad about it before driving it. Your family is a bunch of wonderful individuals, I imagine. A few people, including my boyfriend, are supporting me, thank God for once, and saying that I am correct to ban them, but my best friend and my work colleagues are saying I'm going overboard and should ignore my sister's criticism. Not a good friend. I disagree, as I've had to sell one of my previous cars and swap my current one due to their criticism. So, would I be the asshole? Okay, first off, no, not the asshole. Secondly, more pressing issue, your family is a bunch of cunts. Like, holy shit. Oh my God, trauma. That is fucking hell. Shit, they say, God. Ugh. But yeah, that's my verdict, not the asshole. Your family all of them can just shove it up their ass. On an unrelated note, please work on your grammar. It was painful to read this.